What it do?
And I'm good to go whenever you guys are. Just, I know it sounds obvious, but just make sure you talk into the microphone. So I know y'all
Sure.
before, but
Is the cup on the camera?
yeah, it's going to be hitting pretty well. All right.
Yeah, I think we're good to go, bro.
Ready to go.
All right, let me put.
Good evening, guys.
Sorry.
Good evening.
All
Welcome to Red Hot Knicks Talk, where you talk NBA basketball and New York Knicks basketball with Teddy and your boy Steve. What's good, my brother?
It's good.
How you feeling?
We're good. We chilling out here. The weather is lovely in New York now. Spring is sprung. Playoffs is around the corner,
Let's get it.
and everybody's having fun.
As Stephen A. would say, orange and blue skies, man. Today is Thursday, March 14th, 2024. The New York Knicks record currently stands at 38-27. We are currently 23rd in points per game. Rebounds per game, we currently stand at 5th. Assists per game, we currently stand at 29th. But my favorite stat.
Damn, 29th?
Hell yeah. But that don't matter.
Yeah, we still got the W's, but I wasn't thinking 29th.
We don't have facilitators.
Yeah, that's true. That
we
is
gon-
true.
You know, but my favorite stat, what we hold the opponents to, up to 108 points. That's it.
For points per game?
Yeah, so we're second in the league in that. So
Who's number one? The
we
Thunder?
play defense. I'm not even sure who's
One of
first.
those, yeah.
But we're second. It got to be some team in the West.
That's what.
Yeah, Thunder or the Wolves. I'm probably the Wolves. Yeah, what they got. Yeah, man. First topic.
Yeah, I know we had like a little break. Life was life in, but we back. And in a funny way, like between episodes 3 and 4, like that's when like the season kind of took the downturn a little bit with all the injuries.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of survived.
I promise, guys, we will get better. We will.
We are.
It's a work in progress, man. It's a work in progress, but we're here, episode 4. We're excited about it. We're excited to share news and our takes on where we feel the Knicks are and where we see our team this April, May. You know,
And nobody's looking at Tankathon. People actually looking forward to playoff matchups and stuff.
Competitive play this time, man. It feels good.
But yeah, even with surviving the drought, because that's the first topic.
Surviving the drought.
Because it was a drought. Like, how do you think the Knicks fared with the key absences? That's probably been like a month and some change now.
Right. So we were out. I think 4 starters. We were out. Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby. Who's the last one?
And Hartenstein. He was kind of in that.
Oh, and Hartenstein at some point did get hurt. Correct. Right. So February was a tough month coming off that hiatus of wins in January. You know.
I think that's what made it so funny, because January we was hyped, bro.
14-2 in January, and then we just took a nosedive, due to injuries. But I think our bench, specifically Precious Achiuwa, Josh Hart, man, dude, his name matches his play like to the T.
Not really. Real talk.
Where is it? The month of February, this is Josh Hart's average. He averaged 13.4 points, 10.9 rebounds, up to 11, 5.5 assists, and a steal a game. And that's just you can't ask for more for somebody right who's not even playing in his role.
He's not even supposed to be a starter.
Yeah, February been an up and down month. Tibbs had no choice but to play Brunson the way he played him. I know people harp on that shit, but we had no choice. That was the only soldier we had left, and Brunson gave it his all and still played. I still put up good numbers. I don't have his stats here, but if you watch the games, Brunson has played up to par. He's been our all-star. He's been our leader. No complaints from me.
I want to say one thing about that, though. I know it's kind of messed up that the injuries happened, but it's kind of cool that Brunson saw that amount of pressure solo.
Yeah,
because it'll prep him for the
It's a good and bad thing, I think, with these injuries. Again, I mentioned Precious Achiuwa, but we've got to see a larger sample size of what he can give us on a normal basis. Obviously the playoffs is different, but with Randle going down, I guarantee you, a lot of us didn't expect that play from Precious Achiuwa. His hustle, his rebounding, his scoring around the basket is
also his presence.
Presence. Man, the dude, we got some dogs, man. We really have dogs. DiVincenzo, Hart, Brunson. When Randall gets back, Mitchell Robinson,
McBride. I'm a McBride. McBride Hive.
I fuck with McBride. Yeah, we got a legit opportunity this year to do some exciting things, and I'm excited about it. The East is honestly up for grabs. Now, Boston is a juggernaut in itself. I ain't saying we're gonna get past them, but any other team in the East, it's hard to argue and it's hard to say like we can't beat them. Philly, I don't give a fuck if they got Embiid. I think we match up very well with Philly, and we are capable of beating them and going at them.
Yeah, because Philly is top heavy. We said that last time when they got the blowout. You saw it in the game. They're very top heavy behind Embiid, Maxey, and if Tobias Harris decides he wants to play,
they don't have depth. They don't have a lot of depth, man. Milwaukee, dare I say it, we could beat their ass too. Giannis would be the challenge, but besides that, again, we match up very well with any other team. I don't know how much of a factor Brook Lopez will be, but I'm confident in our roster, our nine we play, we can go at a lot of teams, excluding Boston, of course. But we can go at a lot of teams. Indiana, you name a team. One we have to be wary about, though, I'll tell you, is the Magic, the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, the Magic about like a year or two away from becoming like.
They tough, man. They got size. I don't think we match up well with them. I think we could beat them. It'll be a tough one.
Especially because they're young.
Yeah, it'll be surprising, but they got a little tough team, and they're definitely coming. But to piggyback on our point, OG Anunoby returned to that game in Philly, to that game against Philly, 2 nights ago. We are 13-2 with OG in the lineup, including the win 2 days ago, and we're 8-10 without him in the lineup. That alone should show the OG presence in this small sample size we've gotten from him since the trade. While he's in the lineup, it shows why we need him. Like his defensive presence, his energy, his tenacity. We need that on a night in, night out basis. Like Brunson needs it. And another thing I like about him, he just spreads the floor. The dude don't do too much. Like I mentioned, he don't celebrate. He's just about business. He's just about winning. Like even his interviews is just so mediocre. I love this shit. Like we got a lot of nerds on our team, and we don't have a lot of me guys. We got a lot of guys that want to win, and they show they want to win, and I love that shit. It's good to watch, and it's good for basketball. It's about time we got these type of personalities in the locker room.
Nah, you know what's funny you say that because I saw that on Twitter too. I think like some older woman Knicks fan because I don't know. I didn't watch. Remember the TNT night when we wore the Sixers because we didn't watch the post game.
Yeah,
I guess they wasn't really covering the Knicks like as they supposed to, and somebody was like, "You see that TNT bias," and she kind of made a good point. She was like, "This Knicks team, like you said, is full of people, gym rats, non-trouble.
Yeah, dudes
but somehow people still hate the Knicks.
Yeah,
you see that great? There's no melodrama. There's nobody like partying out and missing games. Like you said, gym rats, people that get buckets, but people still hate the Knicks. Why is that?
Candace Parker, she on the list with Becky Hammond. They gotta go. They really I won't go as far as Becky Hammond, but like Candace Parker even like.
Oh yeah, because she doubled down.
What basketball do you watch? Like that she just goes to show just because you play basketball or you good at basketball, that don't mean you know basketball. Like for her to harp on that point of, oh, she'll take Donovan Mitchell over Jalen Brunson, or he's more of a better player, or that's horseshit. Jalen Brunson took out Donovan Mitchell out in Utah.
Both conferences.
He took him out in Utah first with no Luka. He took out the Utah Jazz by himself. Then, trades happen. Donovan Mitchell ends up in Cleveland. Brunson signs to Utah. Brunson signs to the Knicks. We played them in the playoffs again. Brunson takes their ass out again. Like, for her to say that, I just feel like, yo, I don't know what she's watching. I don't know what the bias is against him. But the dude is our MVP. I'm not gonna harp on this too much, but I just feel like some of these like athletes, they just get on these platforms and just chat. Like, I don't know what the fuck they be watching. It's insane.
You talking about Gilbert?
Him too. He another one. Jalen Green over Jalen Brunson.
Nah, Gilbert was trolling.
Like the most blasphemous shit. Like, fuck y'all like, I hope he was trolling.
From a troll.
Sounds serious.
That bro was trolling because ain't no way you can look at the seasons Brunson and Randle was having. It was like, yeah, they would trade him for Jalen Green in a heartbeat. Like, what?
Yeah, it sounds insane, bro. Like, shut the fuck up.
But even speaking of that, because we're gonna go into the All-Star, we've been talking about it since the inception of the show. But your man, New York City's man, Jalen Brunson,
King of New York right now,
made his first All-Star appearance.
Hell yeah. That
And
dude's a fucking dog, bro.
I know people don't really get the gist of it, but being named the All-Star is like literally one of the biggest things in the NBA for the player, for the family, also for the organization, because you play ball, you know ball, like things get done over All-Star weekend. That's when the game behind the game really takes place, of like the execs, the sponsorships, and also who has the juice. And you have your player in the All-Star game, you are invited into those spaces. You know what I mean? So that's where they could go to work.
It felt good to have somebody represent the Knicks. Like, we take it back as far as 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before that, I don't know who our last All-Star was. I think before
David Lee.
No.
Before Lee?
That was in 09. That's what I'm saying. Like, before Lee, it had to be 99. Speedwell in Houston. Like,
Marbury never made it, right?
Marbury would never made it as an All-Star. Like, he got us to the playoffs.
No, I'm saying he
got us to the playoffs in 04. We lost to the Nets first round. And
yeah, I think it might have been Allen Houston,
and
Sprewell,
99 All-Star.
and then Lee,
yeah.
and then Porzingis, who didn't even play because he got hurt right after.
Right. So after David Lee,
Melo
was Porzingis, Melo. Right.
Chandler made it because they had two. That was the last time the Knicks had two. You got respect. You got the nod.
I fuck with that Mike Woodson team, man. Our 2012 roster. 2012-2013 roster. I like that roster.
That was a good team. It was just
not fucking with this team though. I love this roster even more.
Now this team is all about defense. Cause we talked about it on Tuesday when we watched the game.
We have an identity. Like, and we didn't have that for so long. Even in the Melo era, like, what was our identity?
Just give it to Melo. Hope he gets 2 or 3.
We had some old vets.
And hope we get a stop.
Shump and J.R. Smith, the young guy. Like, remember we had Prigioni. That was an old team. Jason Kidd, Novak.
Prigioni came over
whole bunch of vets. Like,
he came over 5 years too late.
This is different. Like, we got young legs. We got a little experience. When you talk about Randle, when you talk about
and with draft picks
Boggy,
to add to the if they ever need a trade. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like you said, like they still good, but that's the thing about the Knicks. Like sometimes they will cash out to get the pieces, and then they, like you said, we're stuck with the Melo. Now we have a team that's ascending and could be added to whatever move that they decide over the summer that could take them even to the next level, even make the team even more better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I like fans gotta relax. Like, I gotta learn to chill. Like, this isn't our full roster. You got Josh Hart playing point with some of the rotations, trying to facilitate and create for others. Like, we are not full strength. You have people harping on Bogdanovich. You have people harping on, get Alec Burks out of here. And I'm like, yo, it's been a short amount of games and we're injured. Like, give it some time. And when we get everybody back and those dudes could just go to their role and you could have Boggy just on top on a wing.
Yeah, because he's gonna be the space shooter in the playoffs, so they can't do the zone.
That's what we need, and everything is gonna mesh. It's like we cooking right now. Like, dinner not ready, bro. You gotta let things saute. You gotta let things cook in the oven. You gotta add every ingredient. We don't got all the ingredients right now, and when everything come along, it's gonna taste good. It's gonna feel good watching that, and I'm going to be excited. I'm going to be ecstatic. My only thing I'm weary of is the status of Julius Randle's shoulder. Like, him. So basically it starts off like this. Once you come back, once you like in the process of your rehab process, you start seeing them come back to the team. Now you see them on the bench.
Oh yeah, they said they was flying. They flew
right
like,
now. Him and OG
Cleveland
was
and
traveling
like
with the team. Then it becomes like drills with the coaches where they hitting you with the pad and you just going up for some layups. Then it becomes 1-on-1, 3-on-3, and then you
getting into the practice.
You accumulate till you get higher and higher till you practice 5-on-5.
Ready.
Right. So I don't know where Julius Randle currently is in that process. I know he's traveling.
I think he's with
the
the coaches, like what you said with the pads and stuff. I think he's on that level.
I haven't heard anything about him doing any 1-on-1 or 3-on-3 yet, which is a little weary. But they're being very cautious, as they should. But I think at some point we do have to get him back in there, get his legs under him, get his rhythm back, because anything from Randle now that I see after this, being that I watched him this season. If he's on the team after this season, if he's on our roster next year and he has a slow start, I'm just gonna give it time because I know what he's gonna do, and he just has to get.
He had a slow start.
Yeah, he did, and everybody was, including me to an extent. But it's good to see him. It's good to see him become an All-Star again, make an All NBA team once again. And
you know what? That's three times as a Knick, bro.
He was killing motherfuckers before he got hurt, man.
I think he's probably playing even better than the first season. The season after COVID.
Yeah,
I think he's even playing better than that.
Yeah, this is his best season.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah, he's
numbers
been playing in that season.
He's been balling. So, you get the Leon Rose, obviously the change up of lineups, and he's getting more touches now. RJ Barrett there, so now OG doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And I think that was another thing, like during the meeting of the minds of the Knicks decision makers.
Yeah, decisions gonna have to be made.
I think that was a big thing with OG because I don't watch too many Raptors games. They play in another country, but I didn't know, like you said, he doesn't really need the ball. He just mostly is on the defense, but he's a good 3-point shooter.
Two-way spot up. But he's also athletic. He's like a slasher too. So he's a Swiss Army knife for us, and that's what we wanted RJ. But RJ's not that. But he's giving us everything we need on both ends of the floor.
Like, he was what the Knicks needed. Yeah, like the Knicks didn't need another
1 through 5. Like honestly, my favorite Knicks player this season so far is Brunson, obviously. But after him, it got to be OG, bro. Hell yeah, man. Like, and once we don't gotta rush Mitch back. We really don't. I just want him to get his legs under him so he can run.
Yeah, he needs legs under him too.
Yeah, get his win. It's gonna take a while, but I love seeing what Precious is doing for us to where I feel safe with just Hartenstein and Precious for now. Like we don't. You notice nobody's really urging Mitch to come back.
That's true.
So once we imagine all three of them though, and then we get the spot minutes from Precious. Where
I'm not saying, and then even they have Sims for backup just in case.
Like we got people that can foul, that throw your ass down or something, pick up a few fouls. Like we'll be all right. Like once we get our depth back, we the deepest team in the East. If you ask me, we got from top to bottom. We got. Only thing is we don't have a backup point. I won't go there. Like we really don't. Yeah,
because McBride is more of a combo.
Yeah, we don't have that backup point.
Josh Hart is not.
We're missing that quickly
one.
effect. Seriously, we miss it quickly. I miss quick, but I like the direction we're going. I feel like once we come back full strength, it's scary hours for a lot of teams.
I don't think nobody wants to play the Knicks in the playoffs.
Yeah, they won't say it, right?
They won't say that.
But a lot of teams don't want to see it. Like Miami in a way, son. Like
literally,
we gritty. Like,
those are probably the two teams you do not want to face in the playoffs. You know what Jalen Brunson going to do?
I can't wait till April in the Garden, May in the Garden. He gonna tear that place up. I'm super excited.
Even for All-Star Weekend, like, what do you think before we jump back into because that is a big weekend in the NBA. Like, your thoughts on All-Star Weekend?
All-Star Weekend is dog shit. It's sad what All-Star Weekend has become. You have not everybody has it financially like everyone else. I'm sure there's someone that saved for months to attend that All-Star game in Indiana because it doesn't come there often of all cities, and I'm sure they were disappointed. Like the most exciting thing of the All-Star game was a Saturday evening watching them shoot 3-pointers.
Yeah, the 3-point contest now became the best.
That's as far as it went.
The best contest the past 3-4 years.
Yeah, and it's hard. I understand when it comes to the dunk contest, it's hard to be creative over time because everybody does a dunk.
Yeah, 2024, we've seen a lot of dunks and variations. We've
seen a whole bunch, right, for so long. It's hard to be creative, granted, but the effort isn't there. Like that shit Jalen Brown did,
Yeah, I think even with Kenny,
how the fuck do you look after you dunk? He dunked and then looked away. That don't correlate. Nah, man. It's the All-Star game itself. We're not asking you guys to fight. We're not asking you guys to act like it's the NBA Finals. Game
run
7.
2-3 zone. They should run 2-3 zone in the NBA All-Star game.
They should just play pickup level type tenacity. We shouldn't have to beg you guys. If Jordan did it, if Kobe did it, if the best players of the past did it, why is it that you guys are too diva in Hollywood to perform as such? I also heard, I don't know how true it is, I also heard Dr. J, Larry Bird went into the locker room to speak to each individual, not each individual, but each team, West and East. Hey guys, let them know the importance of the All-Star game and why you guys should just, even in the end, compete a little bit. Slap in the face to them, because after that performance on the All-Star game, I don't know what the fuck I watched. Shit wasn't. I used to be a kid. I used to get excited for the All-Star weekend.
Me too, bro. That was one of the best
sitting
weekends.
in the living room, snacks. you fiending, you getting ready to see Jason Richardson, Amari, somebody like just.
I was about to say, it used to be tight on Friday after it's over because then you had to wait there for the next day for Saturday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right, yeah.
It'd be after the rookie sophomore game.
I miss when it was rookie sophomore.
And you'd be like, yo, what's the next event? I'm like, all right, Saturday night. And you got to wait that whole Saturday.
That Saturday night, even those, they used to have a WNBA representative. I think.
Oh, the Shooting Stars joint.
Yeah, the Shooting Stars used to be even better.
That back, bro.
WNBA representative. They used to have the star player from the current franchise, and then they have an former legend from the franchise. Like, it was pretty cool, that variation, but we don't even get that anymore. I don't know what the shit has become. Adam Silver, you got work to do. All-Star Weekend has become a mockery, and it needs to be better.
Yeah,
point blank.
Like, even if you said, like, with like the Diva and the Hollywood, we talked about that shit on Tuesday, nigga.
Yeah.
The skills challenge. That was crazy, bro. Yo, 3 people missed the rules back to back to back, bro.
It's
like,
ridiculous.
What are y'all doing?
Anthony Edwards could be the face of the NBA, just amongst others like Luka, like Shai, like Jason Tatum. It's up for grabs.
The new breed?
Yeah. And no one wants it. No one wants it. I think Zion had the best opportunity to grab the shit, but I think it's gonna go to Victor Wembanyama. In the short term, like, it's gonna go to him. Nobody else wants to be the face. Like, it's sad. Like, it makes me wonder, like, what's a lot of their competitive edge? I think that a lot of them are just spoiled. I think about it like this with the NBA now.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of players don't love the game. And I'm not saying they're not good at the game or they don't practice.
No, the passion,
some of them don't practice.
And like that
it's clearly not there for some players. Like, it's a few players, a handful of players you can see who love the game. But I think a lot of these motherfuckers just love what comes with it. They love the lifestyle. Like, they love
the first and the 15th.
They love all these young motherfuckers. They love walking the first and the 15th.
Nah, the first and the 15th
They love walking in the tunnel with drip and taking pictures now. Like, that's like the new wave of the NBA. And, it's.
Nah, you know what? I
just want the old stuff back to an extent, not everything, but certain things. I mean, bring NBA back on NBC.
Like, that too. Like, in a weird way, they treat the NBA players kind of treat All-Star Weekend and like kind of the games now kind of like dress down day in high school.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Especially like All-Star Weekend, you could tell they have that dress down energy because they can they don't see them out of their work clothes. They can stunt.
They be looking ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck fashion is now. I can't get down with everything anyway, but. I don't know.
You fashionable, you got a red hat, bro.
Yeah, shut up. I just I missed the old All-Star Weekend. It was you got excited for All-Star Game. You got excited for Slam Dunk Contest. For every event you got excited for. Now it's just you don't know what you're gonna get, and that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Like you said, and that's a lot of money for those
NBA,
events.
You're going
like
to see an NBA event, NBA All-Star Weekend, and then you look at some of these Slam Dunk contests online, whether it's in college or it's elsewhere.
G-League.
Even the G League, yeah, them dudes be doing some shit.
Yeah, I think Swoop Son won this year.
Yeah, I peeped that. That's pretty cool. But their dunks was far better, way more entertaining than anything. But yeah, hopefully that improves. Hopefully Adam Silver, you come up with something.
I'll say before you would switch that up, do you think? Because now we're talking about the dunk contests and things. Do you think LeBron's pump fake? What was that in Phoenix? Like when he was like, remember like the one year when he had the interview, he was like, I'm preliminary throwing my hat in the dunk con. Do you think that kind of messed up everything?
He's part of it. I say that too, and I'm a LeBron sexual. I say that loud and proud. But he part of why shit went downhill too, because he made that false commitment.
And he should at least did it once,
and never
bro.
followed through. Right,
he should at least did it
so.
once.
That shit would not kill you if you did this shit one time. You could market your LeBrons. You could have been you get even more attention. Now we look back at one of your slam dunk contests forever, but we don't have that opportunity anymore.
I think the only one he did was on the McDonald's joint.
He never partaked in shit.
I know what you mean, but yeah, like in the NBA.
Shit, man. Jordan did it. Kobe did it.
Vince Carter did it. Almost everybody. McGrady.
Yeah, bro. It was no reason for him not to, especially at one peak in his career where he's jumping God knows how hard. Like, so it's kind of.
Even Blake Griffin, like when you see him, when he had his
super exciting.
When he had his like initial spark,
2011. That was 2011. I remember that. Yeah, Baron Davis came through the sunroof.
I'm about to say, I think he went on senior trip like a week or two after.
They can add excitement. You still have market in there. You still like you have your team. You represent your team. You got Nikes on. You had Kia. Like you had all these, brands and companies just trying to get off and market their shit. Everybody could have did it. Like I don't know. I don't know why it's like this now. Hopefully things change for the better, but
Like we just need, like you said, hopefully somebody's gonna be catalyst for that change. But like you said, that All-Star weekend is dying, and I know Adam Silver. That's not. I'm pretty sure that's not making him happy, bro. Because if your All-Star weekend is now people tuning
Anthony
that shit out like the
Edwards
Oscars
with his left hand. Come on, man. Like,
but hold up, maybe next year will be better. I think. Where it goes next year? I think Miami's asking for it.
oh, I'm not sure where All-Star weekend is next year.
Yeah, I think Miami might be in the running for the 2025 bid.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Because that shit was snowing in Indiana.
Oh my God. That motherfucker James Harden gonna walk in the city with a chinchilla. The champ is here.
Somebody on
Strip
Twitter
club
went
tramp.
to All-Star weekend. He's like, ain't no bad females. No 304s down there. And he was like, yo, you in Indiana. They ain't going down there.
Yeah.
But back to our beloved Knickerbockers. I was telling Steve on Tuesday, who was watching the game, I was like, the Knicks have now turned into I'm calling them the VillaThibs. Because it's like 50% Villanova and it's 50% Tibbs, and it's like the perfect medium of their styles. Because what I've been noticing, especially it didn't really take off the beginning of the year, because obviously they still had to figure out the play with RJ and DiVincenzo to get in the lineup. But I noticed as like the season has gone on, you've seen more cutting, you've seen more actions around screens where like Hartenstein over the elbow.
More ball movement.
I was about to say more ball movement. But it's very, the Knicks are very playing like a very collegiate game, and it shows. And the thing about Thibodeau, he's obviously given them the keys and the trust because they have continued that style of play. So it's very cool that he's able to see what he has and still try to maximize it rather than say do it my way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think there's just a camaraderie amongst the roster. I think a lot of them mesh with Tibbs. They really fuck with Tibbs. You know, I know there's a lot of opinions amongst fans, but I think the players really get along with Tibbs. Tibbs likes, he likes his vets. He likes his experienced guys, clearly. There may be one or two young guys he may give run to, but besides that, he likes going with people who he knows what they're doing. And it shows. It shows the Jay Wright effect in what Villanova is. It shows Josh Hart. Like, we got three players from that championship team that knows how to win and knows what it feels like to win, at least at the collegiate level. And you can see
but that's still winning, bro.
But no, right.
That's like,
but it's it's translated to our locker room, and you can see that. You can't name another three who we've had who's been giving us what DiVincenzo gives us. And DiVincenzo also played with the Warriors, so he has that. He's
shout out to that shooting coach.
Right. He's been around greatest shooter all time. He's been around Steve Kerr's system. He's been around,
and Giannis too.
He's been around.
He was on the Bucks.
Oh, he was on the Bucks at one point.
Bucks.
Yeah, he's been around winning culture, and so you see that type of player. He's just a role player for us, but you see what he brings night in, night out, and that dude fights. Like, I fucks with DiVincenzo. Josh Hart, we know what he brings. Like, just the he's like a.
What is he like?
I don't know what Josh Hart really is. That engine.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's like if it's a twin engine, it's him and Brunson, man. But
Josh Hart is the heart.
Yeah, man, he really keeps us pumping. Like, rebounds, defending. We need a shot, whether we need a block. Like, he just does he does a lot of things the stat sheet,
especially the easy layup,
show.
the coast to coast joint.
Yeah,
I like those.
he gets the ball and he pushes it, and then he gets a layup, and we didn't have that before. Like, and I'm really just happy to see where we at this point. I just want to get the guys back healthy. But yeah, the VillaThibs, man, like, between what Tibbs wants and the type of players we have, it's meshing, man. It goes hand in hand. Brunson's a winner. DiVincenzo's a winner. Hart is a winner. I like what Precious Achiuwa gives us. Like, we all have, like, personalities matter when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, chemistry.
A lot of people will see a roster on a sheet of paper and be like, "Oh, this is a good roster," and it won't work. Like, you can't have me guys and then have guys that want to win. Like you can't.
All conflicting play styles.
Yeah, everything has to mesh, and that's what goes into trades and signings, and this is what people don't understand. Along with that goes the salary cap. Can we afford this player? Like, and then you have to make those decisions not just for this year, but for the foreseeable future. How does this person fit with us financially, with the roster? How does Tibbs feel about him? So a lot of things factor into that, and I think Rose has done an exceptional job with getting us back above the books. We have money to spend now. We still have picks. We have good players. We still have players we can move on movable contracts.
There's no like big albatross contracts on the Knicks.
We are in a great spot, and it's for a long time we never could say that. Like, that shit isn't easy. He came in here, cleared house, got us the coach we needed. That's not easy, landing the right coach. We had Jeff Hornacek. We had Fizdale, Derek Fisher.
Woodson.
Mike Woodson was our last good coach, our last decent coach. But you thinking that
was... you know who was our last decent coach?
That was 10 plus years
you know who was our last decent coach? My son, Mike Miller.
Mike Miller.
That was the interim coach after Homeboy got
fired. I like that.
Nah, Villa was cool. I thought Tibbs was going to keep him around.
They got rid of him. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that.
Nah, Miller was cool.
I didn't hear much about him. When I think it was Fizdale.
Yeah, he was the one.
Went out. Yeah, he's the one who was the interim coach for us. He was a good guy. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that.
Nah, I think he honestly, I think if Leon Rose didn't take over, and obviously Leon Rose brought his own guy, I think he probably would have stayed. Yeah. But Tibbs has been asking for the job for a minute now.
You got to make tough decisions. We couldn't lead with a guy like that unless we're going with draft picks now and we just in an alternate direction. But signing players like Randle, Brunson, and bringing along different type of vets, you need that certain coach sitting there. So I think Tibbs fits that perfectly for us. I think we give him that extension as well. I think so too. He's due for an extension at the end of the season. I think Rose in the front office offer him that.
I think he gets a 2 with a team option for the 3rd.
I don't know what the term will be. I ain't getting in depth. Nah,
I think he gets 2.
But I think yeah.
That's what I'm saying too. Because he has one. He has the next year.
Especially, I think that's when I said this from. We're gonna make that move. We already made.
For Johnny to bring him up the big seat. What you mean?
Nah, I mean, as far as like, we're gonna make a move to where this is the championship roster. Like, this is what we have now, and then that's when his clock officially ticks for me. Like,
where I think they got a championship roster now, bro. Like you just said, nobody can mess with them in the East, bro. Yeah. So if nobody messes with them in the East, they in the finals.
You're not understanding what that's like what Son said when he said we still need that other star. Like we look at, like realistically, I don't know if we're gonna. All right, when we have our championship roster, I don't know if Randle's on the roster. As good as he is,
okay, that's kind of fair.
I think we make a move along with him and pieces to get that piece.
Oh, like Randle and Mitch, yeah, because they're gonna have to pay Hartenstein.
And let's hit that too. Mitchell Robinson or Isaiah Hartenstein. I already told you I said iHeart. Yeah, only because, and I love Mitch, but only because Mitch has been suffering from these foot injuries. You are 6'11", 7 if not
He's
7
only
feet.
Get older.
Yeah, bro. That's just the recipe for disaster. It's only a matter of time before something else happens and something else happens. Isaiah Hartenstein, I don't know how much he's asking for his camp, but if we can,
he might even get the Knicks like a little discount.
Re-sign him
because he likes the Knicks, bro. And and the thing about Knicks players, they'll tell you if you're on a winning Knicks team, there is literally nothing like it, bro. You have the city in the palm of your hand, and no other team can really say that in this city besides the Yankees. If the Mets ever decide to get good. But, like, those 3 teams, when they're winning, you are literally front and center. You could get anything you want in the city if you want a winning Mets, Yankees, or Knicks team. And the Knicks especially, because the Knicks are the heartbeat of the city. When the Knicks are winning, the fucking sky looks different. Air feels different. People are, like, smiling on the train. Like, even, like, it'd be funny sometimes, like, after a big win and you see, like, the random people wearing the Knicks gear out in the street because you know what happened last night. It was like, yo, I got to put on my Knicks shit.
Yeah, man. I think we'll get there. I think
it's building blocks.
We're seeing a small sample size now of what we're gonna become and what we'll be like.
We was just tanking for R.J. Barrett not too long ago. Now we perennial, especially this year.
We came a long way
because the Kemba year messed us up, and I know Leon Rose really wants that in his on his resume as the Knicks president, but going to the playoffs back-to-back years is a big accomplishment because the Knicks has always been spotty with the playoffs. They probably sometimes they ain't even been in the playoffs.
This would be our third year straight.
Nah,
the year with Randle when he choked against Atlanta.
He didn't choke. He had no help. But you remember, we didn't make the playoffs the year after. We had Kemba. That was the Kemba year. So that reset it because that would have been the back-to-back year, and then last year.
Okay.
And so that's a big thing though.
What you mean Randle ain't choke? Yes, he did choke.
Bro, he had no help.
That's
bro.
not the point. You see, you're talking about no help, but did he choke? How well did you watch the Randle? I don't know what basketball he watches. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, bro, but the same thing.
He choked.
That's the same.
He had a hype year. Teams didn't have scouting reports on him, so you're gonna do what the hell you want. Now, when coaches close in on you, they have a scouting report. They know your tendencies. They know you like to go right, you like to go left preferably than right. Now they shutting you down, or now they're forcing you to take mid-range shot. He wasn't that type of player where his basketball IQ was strong enough to where he
very true.
That has nothing to do with help. That has nothing. All-star players did. A lot of star players don't have help, but they perform. You're telling me he did. You're telling me because he didn't perform is because he didn't have help. No, obviously now he's more suitable because of who's around him. But that doesn't change who. If you're a star player, bro, you're a star player. If you get buckets, you get buckets. That got nothing to do with not having a team. One thing he'll lose, yeah, but his numbers will show. That's again. I give it to you, bro. Take it back, please. Don't say that, bro. Cause he didn't perform, bro. He played ass. All 4 games. We got swept. Trae Young came in here, took a bow, left. That's a performance. That's a star player who came in and performed.
But the pressure of the Garden definitely, like that's what I said. Everybody.
I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro. I don't want to. He went to the University of Kentucky and killed. That was spotlight.
That's not the Garden.
But granted, that's
not the. How you gonna say that's not the Garden? But granted,
because that's the top. That's the best of the best.
What, Kentucky?
Yes, it's the best of the best. He performed there.
Not even gonna go with Duke.
He got drafted to LA.
He did.
Played for the Lakers. He played pretty well. All right, he know what spotlight is.
But the thing
what
also,
you giving me right now for Randle?
But the thing, no, it's not excuses, bro. But Alan Hahn says it. We all see it. The Knicks have the heaviest jersey in the league, bro. So everybody that
factor in everything you're
his
saying.
First playoffs,
that doesn't change what. It doesn't change. That doesn't mean he didn't perform. He did not perform.
I'm saying he did not perform, but I'm saying why. I can see why he didn't perform, bro.
Oh, and then he did it again.
What, with the Cavs?
That's it. Then he did it again. He played subpar against Miami. He was hurt with the.
I was about to say, homeboy got
hurt. I'll give him that.
Bro was rolling just like even now. Bro was rolling and got hurt.
But he was hurt. But his body language. Don't get me started. We got the tape. His body language. This dude wasn't running back. Brunson needed a little help.
Oh, from the Heat?
You was our star player. You making excuses for that shit. That's part of the problem, bro.
I'm not making excuses.
Yes,
I'm just saying what it is.
Matters. It's like Anthony Davis. He another motherfucker. He plays one night, then don't play the next night. If you watch games, he hardly sweating to me. Like, he don't play hard. He don't run hard.
LA sunshine.
He don't. Yeah. It was one point where I saw him in the jersey. He looked a little pudgy. Like,
it's even funny because
he got back on the shit. But Anthony Davis, he another dude. He's not playing to his stature where he should be playing.
The Lake Show lost last night, and LeBron went I don't know if you saw LeBron went late night driving, some gloves. Everybody was joking about it on Twitter. Like he was literally it was like 2 a.m. Homie was driving with a glove on, listening to 112 of Silk, and it was like, what the fuck is LeBron doing? But like you said, that's why I kind of wanted. I was kind of very bummed that he got hurt this year because we need Randle.
And you know why he got hurt? I told you why. It's funny you text me. Right,
I texted you, right?
I was watching the same shit. I don't know if you saw that game Randle got hurt. Brunson hit a 3. He had 27 at the time. He hit a 3 to give himself 30.
Yeah, he got the 30 ball.
Miami comes down. I think the Knicks get a stop. He had Hart.
This is the first break in the wall.
And it was a fast break. And I don't think he knew Jaime Vargas was going to really challenge him. He had 18 at the time, Randle, and he wanted his 20. And that's exactly why he got hurt. Because he could have easily dished the ball off. But he wanted
back to Brunson because he was open in the corner. I still remember the play, bro.
I don't know if you could go back to the play and watch it. But the irony of it is that he texts me as soon as it happened. And I was watching it. And I said, what are you doing? But he had 18. He knew what he was doing. He wanted his 20. Sad to say. This is why Randle was hurt.
Yeah, I was like, you should have passed the ball.
I watched the game, and I knew exactly what he was doing. He saw Brunson get his 30, and he wanted to get his 20 and whatever how much rebounds that he had.
And then it led to the
stat chasing, stat stuffing. Yeah, and then he got hurt. He didn't expect Jaime to really contest him, and then he goes down. And here we are. Yeah,
that kind of led to everything because that kind of pushed everybody up, and then everybody kind of fell down right after.
Yeah, but shout out to Precious Achiuwa, man.
Precious.
He's been holding down the fort since Randle's been out.
He reminds me of Hartenstein last year.
Yeah,
Like the resurgence of like that team of that player. You didn't really know who can like.
He's giving us that urge. I fuck with our whole team, man. Once we get everybody back, we really can see what Bogdanovich and Burks can do for us. And
in the spot minutes that in the role that
where they just gotta knock down some shots and it's gonna happen, and everybody's gonna be excited and Gardner's gonna roar, and I want to see all those people.
Nah, it's just the thing is Knicks need somebody to run out of town. I don't know what it is about this fan base, but they just always need somebody to hate on. Like, nobody can never be happy, bro.
I guess.
Like, it's true. Like, nobody can never be happy.
I'm happy. Once we got rid of Obi Toppin, I was happy. By the way, I hated Obi Toppin. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he was part of the anti-Obi crowd.
He said he hated Obi, too.
Word?
He knows basketball. By the sounds of it, he knows basketball. Because I was trying to ask him, like, what did Obi bring to us as a lottery pick? What does he do for our team to uplift our team? Besides this. For a dunk.
Point.
So I'm trying to say, bro.
Nah, your point. Like, we were talking about on Tuesday.
Any one of us dunking here will all get excited. Like,
nah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Precious kind of like, I'll send you the tweets, bro.
Yeah, you see what Precious doing?
That's probably what
He ain't
Tibbs
nobody.
wanted.
He ain't nobody. He ain't no high flyer. But he go out there and ball. That was my whole point. That was my whole point, son.
And I see it. I see between the two motors of Obi Toppin and
Then he
Precious
gets traded to a young team with no power forward. And then what does the GM do for that team? Oh, let me go get a starting power forward. Pascal, how much is for Pascal? That's what he did. And now the Taylor Obi Toppin is what? I saw him on an All-Star weekend helping his brother dunk. That's what I saw him doing.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah,
Pack him the fuck up, man.
my man Obi.
Yeah.
We got Jacob though. We got another Toppin.
Oh God. He's actually a little better than Obi to me though.
Nah, I think that was like Leon Rose and World Wide West throwing the Toppin family a bone. We'll trade one son and
pick him up for the G League.
We'll bring the other one along. Like
The Westchester Knicks. But yeah. VillaThibs, the month of Josh.
the month of Josh Hart, bro.
Josh
Speaking of your
Hart.
man, Josh Hart was all over. Like, even though the Knicks didn't win too many games, but his play definitely didn't go unnoticed. Like you said, he was the engine of the team.
Yeah.
Even on Tuesday, 20, 19, and 10, bro? That's like a my career type of stat line.
Tuesday against Philly, Josh Hart, 20 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Talk about stuff in the stat sheet, son. Like, this is a wing. He's a wing and he got 19 rebounds.
Yeah, 19 rebounds is a wing. But he was always
also Russell Westbrook shit. If you looked at this shit blindly and didn't look at the year, everybody would have said, guess these stats. Everybody would have guessed Russell Westbrook, 20 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists. That's some OKC
Westbrook shit.
Yeah, like pick a year, whatever you want to pick where he had his triple-double run. Like,
nah, the numbers don't lie. That is like one of his numbers he be putting up.
Yo, man, I think Josh Hart, we mentioned it before, but I think we would be fucked if we didn't have him.
That's very true.
Oh, my God. Like, I think we could be low-key sustained. We had an 8 and 10 February. Shit. With no Josh Hart, we'll be in some big trouble, man. We'll be in some big trouble. It just shows the 4 year. How much we gave him? 4 year, 80 mil.
Yeah, just around that.
All worth it.
Because I think he took Quickly money. I think he took Quickly.
All worth it. Rightfully so. Quickly ain't doing what he doing. I love Quick too. I love me some IQ, but boy, he's really our motor, son. Like, he rebounds, he pushes the offense. Sometimes he facilitates. Surprisingly, he'll catch you on a backdoor cut, like.
And the chemistry with the other Villanova people is, you can't put a dollar amount on it, but it shows in the game, man.
Fans like him. We love his hustle. We love how hard he plays. I can't say enough about Josh Hart and what he brings for us. The podcast between him and Brunson, everyone should check it out. It also shows the camaraderie between them. Him, DiVincenzo, like the Villanova boys. It shows these guys know what winning is, and they're bringing it to the Knicks organization, and it's good to watch. I enjoy it night in, night out. Josh Hart, MVP for February, man. MVP for February.
That's litty. It's funny, Steven says that on the podcast.
What?
Like what you just said. And I told you, like, I said that shit to him in person when I met him.
Oh.
But nah, I told him the same thing. I was like, yo, like, you've been putting on, bro. Like, I met him after the, what game was that? Pelicans Tuesday night
Oh
game.
yeah, you text me.
So, and he was a cool dude. Like, he, like, literally, like, some of these basketball players could be Hollywood. Like, he was with wifey, and I think maybe, like, his PR agent or some shit like that. Literally chill. We chopped it up for maybe 2-3 minutes. And, like, no Hollywood shit. Just kept it pushing. It was funny. My friend, she was like, why you didn't get a picture? I was like, nah, like, I'm waiting. Just had a game. Like, you don't really want a camera in his face, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't need a cap.
Right.
But, yeah, like I said, like, he's definitely been doing this thing. It's well appreciated. I was going to get a Grimes jersey, but I don't know. Maybe my jersey this year should be a Hart jersey.
If I could, I didn't cop a jersey this year, but if I did cop a jersey, yeah, it would be Brunson. JB11, man.
I got mine last year. I got the Kif joint.
Brunson's a fucking dog, bro. Like, honestly, bro, he my favorite player behind LeBron right now. Like, I'm riding the Brunson wave, bro. Brunson
He got
really,
LB and he got JB.
Brunson, that dog, like you said, the pressure in New York, how heavy a Knicks jersey is compared to any other NBA jersey. Like, Brunson came here and really put on, boy. He put on night in, night out. You just see him. He got scratches on his face. He got a black eye. But I just know you leave him open behind that 3-point line.
That's a rapperoni.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink coming.
The fucking Selly.
Boy, son.
Do the Selly.
I love it.
But yeah, nah, like you said, we're all getting in tuned. Before we even jump up to the conclusion of the podcast, since we didn't record during what happened during like the span of when it happened, that Houston game, what did you think of the foul call?
Oh yeah, that shit was bogus. I think all year we've been getting horrible calls, man.
Oh yeah, all life, bro.
Nah, but this year has been a lot of controversial calls, boy. A lot of
from us or just from
calls.
everybody.
Everybody,
yeah,
everybody. There's other teams that been getting even what's the wait, which call against the Rockets? Because it was.
Nah, the one that won them the game. That late three.
Oh, okay. So who we played with was that game against Detroit.
Oh, with the that kind of really wasn't a foul though.
It wasn't because DiVincenzo went for the ball.
It was 50-50,
but
yeah.
That other 50, he kind of got hit. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard being a ref, but at the same time, son, that call against us.
Nah, that call in Houston was egregious, bro. It was egregious.
And Brunson explained that shit again, guys. If you watch that podcast with him and Josh Hart, he explains the shit. He said, if I don't contest it and the Holiday brother makes that shot, y'all gonna get on me.
Yeah.
He was like, I contested. It was a bullshit call. Y'all still get on me.
Off a bullshit shot with bullshit time, bro.
Yeah.
You don't call shit like that, bro.
Yeah, you let the game go to OT.
Yeah, you got this.
Nobody was gonna win. Let it go to OT. Play it fair, and we didn't get that done. Yo, that's today's NBA, man, and nothing happens to the refs.
It's the refs,
and they admittedly said that it wasn't a foul. I think after they looked back at it, they said it was no foul there, and that loss goes against us now. Those type of losses kind of fucks us, man.
Yeah, every game matters.
Every game matters, and that's one game where they played their ass off. We were down. We were undermanned on the road. Knicks played hard. Brunson contested it to its full extent, and they call it BS.
Yeah, because they were down. They were down in that game too, right?
Yeah,
the comeback
we came
at the end.
back, man. Like, it's just disheartening. But hopefully that doesn't happen in the long run for us. I'll be damned if that shit happen in the playoffs.
Nah, that happened in the playoffs. Somebody gonna lose their job. They yo, because if they would have called that in the Garden, the refs couldn't leave that night. Yeah. They would have had a crash.
Ice. Imagine that cost us a series or something. You call that baloney. Yeah, it's over. You're gonna have to get security, bro. It's hard.
Fucking transport the motherfuckers in the Rangers plexiglass out of there,
man. Son.
But nah, I think the refereeing is like, we talked about this on Tuesday, bro. Like, the refereeing is going way too much to the extreme with the offensive players. And also referees, like...
Yeah, you can't play defense anymore. Even if you want to play defense, you can't play.
And also another thing I noticed, too, when I watch the NBA, bro, after every dead ball, somebody's talking to the ref, bro.
Yeah.
Every... I agree. Yo, every... bro.
And it never used to be like that.
Nah, like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
The NBA has gotten to a point where it's just divas, bro. I'm telling you, it's just divas. I saw a play with Batum. I was watching some bullshit. I don't know. It was Batum, and he clearly fouled whoever he got called for the
against
foul.
us, right?
I don't know if it was against us. I'm just saying.
It just happened. I remember.
And it was like a blatant foul, and he was going to the ref, and I was saying to myself, like, "Yo, it was a foul, bro. What are you arguing right now?" Like, Yeah, I don't know, man. At one point, you never were able to go up to the refs like that. At one point, it was just star players that did that.
Yeah, star players.
They got that luxury.
But
now everybody's a diva. So
every fucking 10-day contract can talk to the refs saying, yo, I got hit, bro. I got hit. Like, what?
Yeah.
But they got to fix the refs because, like I told you, bro, like, all this ref ball shit in the NBA for the United States, blah, 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 whatever. But when it comes down to the international Olympic play, that's when they get exposed because those are not the same refs that's calling the games.
Right.
Like, if you remember the last Olympics, I think the Team USA lost, like, the first 3 or 4 games.
Oh, speaking of Olympics.
What's up?
2024 Paris. Who do you see who's on the roster?
Nah, I ain't check out the roster.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't want to be a foreigner this year in Paris. Because this year, boy, you got to guard. You know, you got to.
Who's the coach? Because Coach K retired, right? Is it Kerr?
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Kerr took over? Okay.
I think it's still Steve Kerr, yeah.
But who they got?
Jason Tatum.
Okay.
LeBron James.
Bam?
Kevin Durant.
Curry?
Steph Curry.
Okay.
I think Donovan Mitchell. I think he's on there. I got to get that roster. I could be wrong, guys. Don't quote me on that Donovan Mitchell one. But our roster. Joel Embiid, he considers himself an American. Like, did something. He's not Nigerian, bro. He's not playing for Nigeria. He's on our roster. I don't know if he really plays, though, with his bum-ass knee anyway. So, but
he might do it for the one time.
Right. Because he knows who's on this team this year.
Yeah.
This team going to make history.
If not this year, when?
It's a big deal.
When? Like,
it's
if not this team, when will he do it? Is the body going to hold up for another 4?
Yeah, I don't know.
So he probably going to
I hope he do play that. I hope the Knicks. There's nobody on the Knicks on that roster. I love it.
But now we're going to check that out. But before we get out of here, this has been a great episode. Episode number 4. Who's the Knicks?
Real quick. Our playoff predictions. Worst come to worst, I see us falling to the 5 spot. The 5 seed or the 4 seed. I don't see us falling below 6. I think the Knicks will be okay. Realistically, whoever we play in the first round, I see us getting by. I think we want to avoid
definitely going to
Boston by any means. You want to just avoid Boston. I want to see Boston in the semi-conference. I want to see Boston in Eastern Conference and take it from there. But, guys, that'll be all for today. We're going to wrap it up. Yeah. This is episode 4 of Red Hot Knicks Talk. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Follow our page on Instagram. Any love, any support is greatly appreciated. We both appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely do. This has been pretty cool, man.
Bear with us. It's going to get better. Trust me. But
we love you guys. Oh, it's a Knicks game tonight, too. So we'll be watching the Knicks versus the Trailblazers.
Trailblazers tonight. Game tips off 10:40.
See you guys later.
All right, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, West Coast.
Huh? Oh, at 10 p.m.?